Hey, Derek, it's Tina. Thanks for taking the time to show me this cool stuff today. I know that you've been working hard on it and we want to see what you've done.
I have, and thank you very much for taking the time as well. Hello.
Yeah, yeah, no problem. So, this scenario is when a brand has joined Zigy, they have done the basic onboarding, which is super
Mhm.
easy.
What I want to initially do is just add products. So you'll see down here in Ziggy Shop Management, there is a button called Products. I'm going to click on that. What I want to do is you'll see this big Manage Products button at the bottom, and I'm going to click on that. And I have two options right now. The first option is adding a product, and this is a manual upload, which I'll do today. So right now we have full integration into Shopify, where you can sync your products, keep your product in sync from Shopify at any time. There will be integrations coming from Magento, Salesforce, and WooCommerce in the next month or two. But what I want to do today is just simply add a couple products that I have that I'm going to manually do. So I'll click on Add Product, and I'm brought into my editing screen.
Real quick, I just wanted to ask, so are these products that I sell in my normal e-commerce store, or these special products for Ziggy specifically?
So these are the products that are going to show up in my shop, and that will be available to any ambassador that becomes an ambassador for my shop.
Okay, got it.
So what I'll do is I want to go ahead and add a simple product. So I'll click on the Add Image button, and I have a few options here. And so before this, I went ahead and just added a couple images, and I'll click on Choose from Content Repository. And you'll see that I have 6 individual images here. So what I'm going to do is click on the particular Solara necklace that you'll see right here, or the Sundown coin necklace. And so I just pick that image and I'm going to give it a name, and I'll call it the Sundown, if I could ever spell, Sundown necklace. Move down below and provide a description. And I can say gorgeous gold necklace. And then below I can specify the price. So I could say, I think this necklace is $1,500, and I can specify the quantity, which we'll keep track of. And what I could also do is select variants. So, with a lot of products, you'll have different variants. So even with jewelry, you'll have different metals or different lengths. You can specify those with associated imagery at any time just by clicking on the said variants. And then also, if I wanted to have different views of this particular necklace, I could upload more media using this little media button right here at the bottom.
Right.
That you see right there.
If I had lip gloss products, like a variant could be the different colors of lip gloss, and the media could be the different photos of the different colors that I'm selling.
Right. Exactly. All right. So once I'm happy with this, all I need to do is click on Post, and we'll go and update the inventory. And there you go. So you have a simple way to start adding products. What I want to do is add one more product. So I'll do the exact same process, and I'll add in the other necklace that I have very quickly, and I'll move a little faster this time. Same price and quantity, and post that out. So now what I'll do is I'll have 2 products that are published and are live in my shop. So if I went back to take a look at my shop, you'll see throughout the Zigy app also there's a View Shop button that you can always click on. That'll open up the browser to view your shop. So if I click on that, it will load my shop in the mobile view. And
mobile view, do you mean that this is now a public shop where anybody could see it? I'm just on a mobile web browser?
That's right. Yeah. So it's in the Safari.
Okay.
And if I want to take a look at how my shop looks, I can go to Load in Your Shop. And what you'll see is the way my shop looks right now with the 2 products. They're ready to roll. They're ready to, they have the ability to be purchased right away using Zigy. So you could be off and running at that point.
Wow, that's great. That's so fast. So wow, and so I can upload products. I can do that. I can do that the way that you showed me today, or I can do that by connecting to my Shopify account, which we're not going to review right now. And in the near future, there's lots of other e-commerce platforms that we're going to connect to. So that'll be super easy and fast to do that to products to my store.
We have customers right now that we connect into Shopify. When they do the import, they have thousands of products that they keep synchronized between their Shopify platform in Zigy and make it all available directly within their Zigy shop.
So they don't have to update inventory in two different places?
Yeah, that's correct. That would be a pain.
Well, that's exciting. All right, so now I've got products in my store. So how do I make my store look like my brand? What do I do now?
That's a great question. Thank you, Tina. So what I'll do again is click on settings and I'll go back to my management console here in the app. And what you'll see, anything that has to do with the look and feel, you'll see with these three little buttons up top: the look and feel, the shop pages, and the custom page for ambassadors. And so the first thing I want to do, which I haven't done yet, is just specify my logo. And to do that, I can click on look and feel. So I'll click on your image or logo, click on this, and again, choose a particular image. I'm going to click on little shop. So if I just go back to my live view, and you'll see little shops right there. Yep. So the next thing is, so there's a hero image with a shop now button. There's a little bit of text that was added by default to there. And then you also have a products thing. And so one thing to note is, let me go back to settings. And so you'll see now that there's a shop pages button right here in the upper, right below look and feel. And I can click on shop pages, and I'm brought to a list of all the different pages that I have within Zigy. By default, when you first sign up, there's just one. There's just that landing page, or home, as it's specified there. It has a hero widget. It has a text block widget where I can you specify header text and a descriptive text or a subheader. And then it has a products widget. And that's all we start with by default. The hero widget, which is already installed, I'll click on that and I'll go into its configuration screen. And it has a lot of different things for me to tinker with.
So if I'm short on time for right now, I want to get it up and running, and I plan to go back later and like tweak it and make it exactly look like exactly like I want. But two or three things that you really recommend that I do right away.
For sure. So the one thing to do is always change the hero image to match your business. I could pick a particular image that I have here directly within my repository, choose that, and then at that point give some labeling. So
or something that I could put there, like if my brand has a tagline or something, I could put it there. Or if we're having a big promotion, maybe I could put it there. So that's really anything that I want it to be right there.
Yep, absolutely. Right. And then you can even customize the fonts and the colors of the text, and you can really make it your own. I was saying earlier. So then I could save that off.
Great. Well, this is really starting to look a lot like my brand, how I would want it to look. So is now the time that I should start um, setting my network up with some ambassadors?
Right away, start reaching out to the ambassadors directly within Zigy. And to do that, what you want to do is click on network. What we're going to do is we really want to populate this with all the different ambassadors that represent my brand and my products. To do that, what I want to do is I will click on the search icon on the upper right here.
Or the little magnifying glass icon?
Yep.
Okay.
And so what we want to do is you're going to be recommended ambassadors based on certain things that I specified, categories I picked during the onboarding. And these people match up to me, whether it's through location or the categories that they have, from people that match up from the highest to the lowest in terms of the ambassadors that are available in the network. And these are just the recommendations that we have. So we make sure when you're a brand, all you're looking for is ambassadors. So people that signed up within the Zigy as a Zigy brand ambassador. We want to make sure that we do our best to recommend the right and the most the ones that really match up to what you do. But you have all the power in the world to look for anything that you want. Since I can see there's James Wright, and Ambassador James Wright, and I can click on him. And what this is going to give me is a little more insight into who this person is. So James Wright, I can see that his location's in San Francisco. I can see he's been an ambassador for the last 2 months. He supplied some of the social media information that'll show up, so I can see that his Instagram. If I want to get more information about him, really understand who this person is, I could jump right to Instagram or Facebook or Twitter or TikTok or other that they are they're engaged in. I want to go ahead and send an invite. And when I click on send an invite, Here's where it gets fun. So in this case, the default is 10%. I could change this per ambassador. I could change this in the future once they are an ambassador for me. But for now, I'll just keep the default and I'll say, hi, James, would love to have you as an ambassador. And I can give a little bit more information if I wanted to and send that invite. And so what happens at this point is that James will get a notification. He'll see that I actually requested, I invited him in to be an ambassador for my little shop. And once he accepts, I'll get notified, and all the products that I have that I've added already and they'll add in the future will automatically become available directly within his shop for him to sell and share and to really, into his network.
And I know you and are running short on time, but I wanted to know if you had just a couple of minutes to show us what's new in the What's New network and how a brand can utilize that to kind of drive their business. So we're you can see on the lower left area, you can see that we've tapped on the What's New icon, and we're looking at the For You tab on it. And so this is going to be where I can go to see, kind of get the news and info and updates, the things that I need to know about Zigy. So now we're looking at the Your Post tab. And I bet this is where you as a brand create posts that my ambassadors can use to share and sell my products. Is that right?
That's correct. Yeah. And let me show you how.
Okay.
So what you can do is click on post in the upper right there, and you'll be walked through just a few simple steps to go ahead and create that post. So the first thing I want to do is create a banner image, or use a banner image for this particular post. So very much like, specifying an image on Instagram or other. Mm-hmm. And I'll choose from my content manager, and I'll pick one of these images here that I have of someone falling into a pool with a drink. Yeah, that'll work. Say done. Next, I'll click on continue. And here's where I actually can tag products. So you can associate products with a particular post, which is, one of the powers of Zigy, to make it really easy for people to find these products once they discover them on the different networks. So right now we only have these two products, but I'll go ahead and select both of those. And then from here, I want to specify a little bit of the messaging that my ambassadors can use. So we really want to make it easy on the ambassadors. We want to make sure that you have a lot of brand control where you can specify the messaging, the titles, the captions, the hashtags, etc., and you make it very easy for your ambassadors to post.
Great. Okay. So what do I do next? How do I finish this out?
Oh yeah. So give it a title. So I could say "Falling into Summer."
It says for analytics purposes. So that's so that I can look back and see which posts really seem to work the best.
Yeah, it's mostly for you.
Okay.
To really understand what it is. Yeah, for sure. And then I could say, enjoy the summer with these beautiful pieces of jewelry. So,
I could also say like, hey, it's our new drop, our drop of our latest, collection. This is the first place you'll see it. I mean, I could put whatever I wanted in there, huh?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
You're much more creative than I am when we're doing videos. So, but you can put whatever it is, and it's always going to depend upon the brand and their messaging and their tone that they want to use, right?
Okay.
So, yep. So I can give it a couple hashtags. I can give it as many as I want, and when I'm happy with everything that I see here, I can say continue, and I'll be brought to a preview of what a feed will look like. So this is what a feed will look like for the ambassador when they're looking at this.
You mean this is what a What's New post will look like?
That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah. So it'll have the banner image that I used. It'll have the title. It'll have the products that I use, the caption, and the hashtags that I use. And then what's an interesting thing, it'll also have the total earning potential per ambassador, which we'll get to in another video. They absolutely love it. And when I'm happy with this, what I could do is say publish to ambassadors.
Mm-hmm.
You'll get a notification that it's adding to the Zigy feed. And at this point, all the ambassadors that are part of my network and any ambassadors that join moving forward will all get this directly into their feed. And so it'll look very much like what you see right here, where you have that banner image. They'll click on it. They'll be shown the products, the caption, everything. And if they're happy with it and they go, you know what, I think my friends, my family, my network would absolutely love this, they can click on the share button, and you'll have the options on what to share, where to share it to. So whether it's Instagram or Facebook or WhatsApp or Twitter or any place that you want to share, you can really go ahead and do that. But just for this demo, what I'll do is click on Instagram. It'll give you a little idea of, just everything will be copied directly to your clipboard, quote unquote clipboard, so you can paste it in very easily. You say, okay, got it. Opens up Instagram, and I can run through directly into sharing this directly into my network. And it's really as simple as that.
Paste it. You can just paste in. It's already copied to your clipboard, so you just paste right there.
Yep.
And then
you see right there.
So Derek, I know you are running short on time, and I know, but this is so interesting. So maybe in another video, you can show all of us how that an ambassador would use this feed and use it to sell products and earn some extra cash. So, but thanks for talking with me today, and I'll be hitting you up soon for our next conversation that I'm going to record.
No, it was awesome, Tina. Thank you for setting it up and everything. And yeah, for sure, I can't wait to run through the ambassadors.
Great, awesome. Thanks, Derek.
Of course, take care.